Hello and welcome to my channel. It's the Network Specialist. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you know each and every time I upload a video. Everything I will discuss in this video is alleged and, in my very own opinion, used for entertainment and comedic purposes. Today, I will be doing a recap of Married to Medicine Season 12, Episode 3, The Player's Fault. Okay, so let's get into it. And guys, as you're coming in, please like the video to keep my videos out in the algorithm. So, this episode 3 starts out with Dr. Contessa planning a birthday party. This is her very first birthday party she's ever had. She says that she's never had a birthday party because she has been waiting on somebody to actually have the birthday party for her. But since this was a significant year, I believe she's only turning 49. It's not like 50 or anything. I could be wrong. She decided to go ahead and host her own party. Okay. So her husband is going around, you know, doing the invitation thing. She's back at their new office where the party is going to be held. She's meeting up with. So the thing about Dr. Contessa saying that, she's never had a birthday party because she was waiting on somebody to have a birthday party for her or whatever the case may be. There is no freedom like removing expectations from people. When you don't have any expectations, things are just a lot more free. Okay. Because once you start putting expectations on people and they don't live up to those expectations, that's where you have, a lot of disappointments, sad moments, whatever the case may be. So the thing is, once you eliminate that, and you don't have to feel some type of way when people let you down. But the caveat to that is to not let people put expectations on you, okay, that they are not willing to reciprocate. Moving on to Quad. Quad, I am convinced more than ever that your relationship is fake, okay? And only so that you have a storyline. Your relationship is really looking like you are just in this relationship for a storyline. When Todd and King film together, the chemistry is just not there. And I think it's because Quad is worried that he will say the wrong thing, which we had that happen on this episode. Okay. The word on the street is they never see y'all together unless it's time to film, unless the cameras are rolling. And why aren't you outside with your man? Most of the time, when I see Quad outside, she's with her group of Atlanta friends. Hardly ever with King unless they're filming. That's just my observation, allegedly. Okay. And it's just like, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? You're over here. Yes, allegedly, he bought you a Rolls Royce. That's probably, he's making payments on. So if anything happens in this relationship, guess what? And it's probably not in your name. But you are not married to this man and you're in the process of going through IVF. Like, make it make sense. Whether it's fake or not, you are playing wifey without a ring. They live in separate houses. So why is he coming over to eat all your leftovers? They had a whole scene with this, about him eating all of her leftovers. First of all, this man still has his own home. Like, when he's coming over, why isn't he bringing dinner? Like, Those are wifey duties, cooking dinner, cleaning up behind your man, or whatever the case may be. That needs to come with the ring at some point. Okay. Too many women get comfortable doing wifey duties when they don't have a ring on their finger. Time out for that shit. Okay. Because if that ninja ain't bringing over no food when he come, then he won't eat, waiting on me to cook him some food. If anything, maybe he can cook a couple of meals. So, and that kind of reminds me of my mama. She did not play when it came to that. If you were coming over to see her, date her, you better come with something, okay? You ain't fixing to pass by all those restaurants and stores and come over here asking for something to drink. We don't play that shit, okay? So the situation with Quad and King, it's just so weird to me. I have never seen a woman on a reality TV show or just in life, period, going through IVF with a man that she is not married to. Now, here's the thing, there are some lesbian couples, that take those measures. There are some women that are very successful. They're not married, they don't want to be married. So, they explore all their options. But why, you know, um, on this show talking about she got a Rolls Royce and she got a ring in her safe, which I'm assuming is from Dr. Greg, but she don't have the headaches of a man. But you want to have a baby with a man, unmarried, without a real job that I'm aware of outside of this show. Quiet, everything about you and your boyfriend King is giving storyline. Okay. Not to mention the fact that most people think you're in a lavender relationship. Just make it make sense. Clear that up for us. Why don't you? I mean, it almost makes me feel lame for even entertaining this BS because it just don't seem real. And the story about her friend in Ghana that got pregnant at 46 with triplets. What in the hell does that have to do with you? Everybody and their body is different, okay? Everybody's baby journey is different. This man said in the confessionals that he has been dodging this bullet his entire life. So, what that sounds like to me is King does not want to have a baby quad. He's doing it for your storyline. Not to mention, King already has a daughter. I want to say she's maybe like 12 years old. They're very close. They spend a lot of time together, and I'm not sure if she thinks, that because he's a good father with that child, that he's going to be a good dad with Quad. Baby, when the relationship does not work out, everything changes. And Quad, you too old not to know that. Okay? Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody was at the door. Okay. Where was I? Yes. So first, Dr. Jackie was supposed to be her doctor. Then she decided that she was going to go to Ghana. I feel like it's all a scheme and a lie. Who in the hell finna spend I mean, IVF itself is not cheap. I think even King said that he could have purchased a new car or something like that. And then to go to a whole nother country for your IVF journey, Quad, it's not making sense. I think you did that so that all eyes would not be on you while you fake this freaking storyline. Like, Quad, you are doing too much. Like, the clout chasing is real. Like, girl, you want to be on this show so bad, you're willing to live a whole entire life. But let me get up off quiet because, baby, I got a whole bunch of things to talk about, and she is really, you know, not that important, to be honest. And the thing about it is, if we see this and we feel like that this is a fake storyline, I'm pretty sure the producers and the executives see it too. So, Quad, I'm not sure how long you think these people are going to pay you for these fake storylines. You better ask Portia Williams, okay, girl? You better ask Portia because that shit gonna run out and you won't have a job on the show. And then I'm gonna see what you're gonna do because these people are not going to continue to pay you all this money for these fake storylines. I mean, you got somebody right there on your show, Dr. Heavenly. She's been demoted to a friend of the show because she didn't want to share anything about her life. She wanted to focus on everybody's life but her life. Okay. So she already got her karma because, again, these reality TV shows are not going to continue to pay you people for the fake storylines. And that's real talk. Okay. So again, while King is dodging bullets in real life, your storyline is trying to get pregnant by IVF on a reality TV show. Lord, I cannot get my time back from this BS playing out on this TV show. So let's talk about, hey Paula, thank you so much for being here. So let's talk about the costumes. Okay, I always love, a good 70s costume party. I think Mimi did a pretty good job. Absolutely love Eugene's player's outfit in his pink suit. Scott looked nice. Okay, him and their kids were super cute. And for me, Simone was okay, but outside of that, everybody else was okay. I think that even Dr. Contessa could have did a better job, being that this was her party. I actually liked the outfit that she was planning the party in, when she was at the office in the very first scene, better than anything she had on at her actual birthday party. So as everybody's at the party having a good time, Dr. Damon walks in with no costume. Like, Damon, why are you even there? You always make the least effort out the bunch. Like, you're always floating around in La La Land, doing the least out of everybody on this show, out of all the husbands on this show. You make no effort. And that tells me everything I need to know about how you feel about your wife. because if you really cared about your wife, you would make more effort not to embarrass her. Like, it's just so annoying. Dr. Heavenly looks so unhappy. She has a husband that doesn't even show up to the parties with her, walks in, doesn't participate. Like, it's almost like she's single. And I mean, he just takes any opportunity that he can to just embarrass her. And Dr. Eugene said exactly what I was thinking. Dr. Damon just doesn't get it. Just doesn't get it. And these people, a lot of them, they're in marriages for so long, 20 years, 25 years, 29 years. And then they wake up one day and realize that they're not happy. It's because their mate is not making any effort in the relationship. And you're in a loveless marriage. When the kids are gone, ain't nobody trying to do that shit, okay? Once the kids are grown and out the house, okay, it's all about me again, okay? And if you're not on this journey with me, baby, then okay, I know how to get gone, okay? Point blank, period. And outside of finances and fidelities, this is why the divorce rate is so high, okay? Just people not making any effort in their marriages. So, Toya, you are the last person who needs to speak on how much somebody pays for anything, okay? You are very materialistic and you have set your family back so far from where y'all could have been trying to keep up with the Joneses, okay? So, for you to talk about, oh, you wouldn't spend $40,000 on a party, I think you would spend $40,000 on a purse, okay? So you are the last person that needs to try to call somebody out for spending $40,000 on a party. And the thing about that is they have two incomes. Dr. Contessa and her husband are doctors. You're a stay-at-home mom on a reality TV show. And your husband is the breadwinner and the doctor. Okay. So maybe they can afford $40,000. You got your husband out there breaking his damn back to keep up with your lifestyle. So you need to not focus on what other people, how they spend their money. Okay. I mean, because, hey, Mama Bees, thank you so much for being here. It's obvious that Dr. Eugene, he's a pretty simple guy and he just wants to make Toya happy. But I'm going to give that credit right back to Toya because she knows how to pink them. She knows how to pick them. Okay. No shade to the women who don't know how to pick them. All that means is you lead with your heart, okay, instead of being a critical thinker. And all of us make that mistake sometimes. We lead out with our heart, you know, instead of, looking to the future and potential red flags and things like that. And unfortunately, if you've been on this earth long enough to date, we all have fell short. You live and you learn, okay? And you make better decisions. Now, let me say this. Although Contessa and nosy ass Toya was dragging Scott because he did nothing to help plan Contessa's birthday party. I am loving where Dr. Contessa and Scott are in their marriage. They look happy and like they are on the same page for once. Okay. We all watched them have some marital issues in the past, but it seems like they've kind of gotten their stuff together. They're investing. So that tells me that, you know, they're really in this thing called marriage. When you start cashing in your 401ks and things like that and planning for the future, that tells me that their relationship seems to be pretty solid, at least for right now. Hey, Sharon Godball, thank you so much for being here, sis. So, seeing how happy Dr. Contessa looked and how much fun, everyone was having at the party, you know, I feel like it was worth it because, she said she did all the work, but he paid for the party. But Scott called them heckling hens and he was so unbothered. Like, I think Scott, more so than a lot of the husbands on this show, he knows how to tune them women out. Like, he doesn't really let these women get up under his skin. Now, I was really I was really rooting for Scott and even taking up for the fact that he didn't help his wife with this party. But when he gave that speech and decided to have a story time about Rose, saying that Dr. Contessa reminds him of Rose, I was just like, you know what, Scott, just stop talking. Just stop talking because he was just making his wife, look like she's just this down as chick or wife that's going to be down with him no matter what. Nobody wants to hear that, Scott. Okay. And especially not in a speech at my birthday party. Now, I'm actually going to play that. Oh, I hope I can pull that up. Um, I think I know where I can get it because I want you guys to know. Now, Dr. Contessa, she reposted his speech. But if you pay close attention, she even deleted the part where he was talking about Rose. Okay, so that lets me know that she did not like, him comparing her to this Rose person. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna pull that up because I'm running out of time and I have a couple of other things that I do need to get to. Okay. Remember when I talked about the reasons why people divorce earlier? Unfortunately, she has invested too much money with this man to leave him at this point. And Sharon said, in my opinion, Scott was showing his ass. Yeah, he was being low key shady. Like, up until that point, like, again, I was really, saying, dang, Scott and Dr. Contessa seems to be in a great place until he made that speech, Sharon. When he made that speech, I'm like, oh my God, this man is on some shady shit and he is enjoying embarrassing his wife. Who does that at their birthday party? Maybe this is his dry humor that only she understands. Otherwise, she is stuck like Chuck and in a loveless marriage with a cornball. Because at this point, Scott is looking like a cornball. What Contessa said, instead of them giving her attention at her birthday party, those bitter bitches wanted to focus on the fact that her husband didn't help her with the party. Now, I agree with Dr. Contessa. Yes, she brought that up with Toya, you know, on a one-on-one basis. That was not for Toya to go back and share, okay? And let me tell you something. If somebody tells me that they spent $40,000 on their birthday party, I'm going to make sure that they have a damn good time. The last thing I want to talk about is the fact that your husband did not help you with your birthday party. Like, there are some women that are just so messy, so negative, so bitter. Like, there's no way, that I will, be at a birthday party just really talking about all of this negative stuff. That's why Dr. Contessa just walked off. But she should know this group by now. And, she should know that whatever she shares with these ladies, they will hold it against her later. And Sharon said he should have not made that speech. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Scott is very corny. And for whatever reason, even though Dr. Contessa knows that whatever she shares, they're going to throw it back up in her face. I just think she has loose lips because she really gives me that she's an oversharer. So, Dr. Contessa really needs to learn how to just close her mouth because that's all I was thinking to myself when her and Scott was talking about cashing in their 401k retirement to invest in their new medical office. I'm like, girl, why are you saying all of that? Like, we don't need to know that you cashed in your retirement for this office. Like, that's just sharing too much. I'm sorry. Nobody needs to know your personal financial business. And you should know these things, Dr. Contessa. You and your husband, y'all are doctors. So let's go ahead and get to the theme with Simone and her kids and Cecil. All I got to say about the scene is with Simone and her kids. And yes, Cecil act like one of her kids at this point. Simone is the MVP because she said what a lot of moms want to say, but just don't have the heart. Fuck them kids, okay? Because that's basically what she's saying. Now, we'll get back to that. For whatever reason, Mimi is trying too hard to be sexy this season, but it doesn't come off as natural. And I guess that's what Dr. Heavenly was trying to say, when she was saying that Mimi hasn't had any recent training. Because imagine Dr. Heavenly making fun of you because you can't dance. I've never seen Dr. Heavenly dance. Dr. Heavenly don't even look like she can dance. But the fact that she made fun of Mimi, Mimi must be pretty stiff, okay? And Sharon says, exactly. That's why I don't share personal information. People just use it against you. Exactly, Sharon. And it's okay not to have sex appeal. It only looks weird when you're trying to fake it. There's a lot of people that doesn't have sex appeal. There's a lot of people that exude sexiness. But again, it only looks weird when you're trying too hard and when you're trying to fake it. Now, when the ladies was at Brandy's dinner party, Dr. Contessa, I like you, so I'm going to have to pull you to the side and have a sidebar conversation with you. Save all that energy for your dusty ass husband who never puts you first. Okay? That was too much rah rah, too much aggression at this lady's dinner party when these same people just showed up to celebrate your birthday. And you immediately walking in talking about how you were not impressed. Like, that was so rude. Now I feel bad for taking up for you when they were talking about you at your birthday party. Like, I don't know what those Bravo execs have said to these women because these women is putting in overtime. You hear me? To keep this check, to keep this married to medicine check. Like, I Dr. Contessa didn't come with this much smoke when Dr. Heavenly talked about her deceased mom. Like, Dr. Contessa, where is all of this coming from? And we talk about this all the time, guys. Like, I hate to see these women, especially when they got a shitty ass husband. I hate to see them coming at women like this. Like, I'm gonna need you to keep that same energy for that no good ass man you got at home. You up next, Dr. Simone, because you do the same thing, okay? You claiming that your husband paid for your birthday party when we all know that your money is intertwined and most of it is tied up in this new building. So that is not a flex saying that your husband is the one that paid for your birthday party and he spent $40,000. And Mama B said you should have asked Contessa to politely let the door hit her where the good Lord split her. I mean, Brandy is a pretty mild nature person. Seem to be a very cool girl. I'm really liking Brandy, so far, because I mean, we're only on episode 3. And to be quite honest, the only reason why I really put Brandy and Angel on my thumbnail is because this is really the first episode. I mean, last episode, they participated in the party, but they didn't have a lot to say. So they're just starting to incorporate them, into this season. Okay. So yeah, I guess, Contessa, was making a flex. Girl, you've already told us all of your financial business. So I find it hard to believe that your office is not finished and you spent all that money cashed in, your 401ks, for this investment. It's hard to believe that you spent $40,000 on this birthday party. I didn't see $40,000. I didn't even see $10,000 if I'm being real and keeping it honest. Not to mention the fact that we know that you guys don't have $40,000. Like, I'm not trying to be in your pockets or anything like that, but you basically talked on the last episode about all the money that you have spent on this office and it's not complete. Even your friend Toya wants you to finish that damn office so that her and her husband can rent some space from you guys. So, Dr. Contessa trying to downplay Brandy's dinner party is very shallow. Not only is this her first season on the show, but maybe she didn't want a party. You ever thought about that? Maybe she had a big shebang last year, but you wouldn't know that. Just because this was your first party don't mean that you are the first to do it, okay? I've had many parties. I've planned many of my birthday parties because just like she said, if you want somebody to do it right, you have to do it your damn self, okay? And Mama B said Contessa was doing too much. Her slip was showing. You could tell she was jealous. She was. She was jealous at the fact that, all Brandy had to do was invite all her friends. Her husband was paying for everything. She called her husband with her kids on the phone. She was able to tell him thank you. The kids was able to, you know, I guess tell her happy birthday. Her friends were able to tell her husband thank you. Just simple, you know? Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. But yeah, I was really disappointed in Dr. Contessa. And Brandy seems, you know, naturally cool. Some people be trying too hard. She's just laid back and just naturally a cool person. Dr. Contessa said, what kind of friends focus on the negative? And Toya said, these bitches. Guys, I am really loving what Toya is bringing this season. Like, Toya's read be on point. Like, if I didn't know any better, would think that Toya needs to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta because those ladies know how to read, okay? And out of this bunch, I would have to say that Toya really is the best reader, her and Quad, for sure. So Quad says she has the wedding ring. I'm pretty sure that's from Greg. and a Rolls Royce. I'm assuming that's from King. Now clock that T. So again, the word on the curb is that she's in a lavender relationship. I get it. You got the ring, the Rolls Royce. Now all you need is the baby. No husband necessary. You ain't got to tell me twice. Okay? I get it. I ain't mad at it. Happiness looks different on everyone. Quad said some people are married and don't even want to be married. Now, why did she open up that can of worms? Then Simone says, now, Quad, who here doesn't want to be married anymore other than me? You have no idea. And Sharon said Toya was on fire, and I loved every minute of it. Like literally scream. Good or bad, Simone is saying all the shit that I would say, okay? But sadly, they will use her words against her later. Okay. So let me go ahead and share this, guys, so that I can get out of here. I'm kind of running over time. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, before I even do that, so that I don't forget, let me go ahead and remove this and my comment. When Dr. Simone said what she said, it made a lot of things make sense for me. It really did. Here we go. Let me make sure you guys can see it. Yep, you can see. Ooh. Now I want y'all to let me know what y'all, how y'all feel about that statement that Cecil made. First of all, when we're having a family discussion, I'm gonna need you to be on my side, okay? You don't ever let your kids see you disagree as a married couple. If you don't like some shit that I'm saying later on, or even in that moment, you ask me, can you talk to me in private for a moment? But don't you ever disagree with me in front of the fucking kids. That's a no no. You don't do that, okay? Cecil is round here acting like one of the damn kids. Hey, Rose, thank you so much for being here. And Mama B says, if you haven't already done so, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share the live to keep the channel in the algorithm. And Rose said, that was so upsetting. I wanted to go through the screen. Cecil is her third child. Oh my God. Now, I talk about this all the time, how Cecil and Curtis really ain't bringing shit to the table, okay? So for this man to sit there knowing that she's taking care of him as well as the kids and open his damn mouth, baby, I see why she put it out there that she wants a divorce, because Cecil don't know when to shut his damn mouth. It's bad enough that I'm taking care of you financially, this whole entire family. Then you got the nerve to side with the kids when I'm putting kids through college. I'm paying for their rent. I'm buying cars. Like, what the entire fuck? Like, am I gonna have to take care of these kids for the rest of my entire life? And Mama B said, I felt that from Simone. She is taking care of everybody. I would be filing for divorce. Baby, I couldn't file quick enough, baby, because you already done had a friend, that was questionable. Like, Cecil, really, what are you bringing to the table? If you were to go out and get some kind of job, Maybe you can pay for your son to go to law school. You ever thought about that? Maybe you can finance your son and go to law school. But to not bring anything to the table and think you got a freaking voice, this is the point where you shut your damn mouth, okay? Before I hop on your ass. And Sharon said Cecil needed to keep his punk ass mouth shut. That part. Like, he shouldn't have said nothing. This lady has already said before in front of the world that she wanted a divorce. Like, you're already, on thin ice, Cecil. Shut the F up. Now, I do want to say that, and as a matter of fact, let me see. Yes, it's on Instagram. Let's go ahead. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen one more time because after Dr. Simone said everything that she said, and Rose says, I hate to say it, but maybe they need to divorce. Cecil needs to grow up. Exactly, Rose. But before I do, I need to move this comment. Okay, here we go.
Those two people on my we
screen, rah-rah. We've been rah-rah for your entire life. We gonna be rah-rah. We that rah-rah family.
And that's what it is. On my screen, she's above me and he's on the right. They're passionate people. So they go back and forth, but they're strong-willed and they're smart. So that's why the back and forth gets animated. It gets a lot. But we good, bro. That's it. Guys, and this is what I talked about with my mom, guys. This is what I talked about with my mom. Everyone's argued or had a disagreement. Law school, we gonna get it figured out. In case y'all are wondering, I don't drive a Jeep anymore. I drive a Tesla. So bow.
Don't do that.
This ninja, see, that's why. And y'all, when I be saying fuck them kids, I be joking, but I really don't be joking. Okay. This ninja only wanted to do this live so that he can let everybody know that he's no longer driving a Jeep, he's driving a Tesla. Okay. Then he had the nerve to shoot a bird, being disrespectful to his mom. Like, who are you shooting the bird at? Your mom is the one that you had the argument with. So, I mean, we don't care. We're not paying for your damn Tesla. So you can't be shooting a bird at us. So you gotta be shooting it at your mom. So your mom done bought you a car after you didn't speak to her for 3 weeks. Baby, if you didn't speak to me for 3 weeks, I probably would have turned them 3 weeks into 3 months because there is no way that you're going to punish me into buying you a freaking car after you was so disrespectful and told your mom that you were done with that conversation. Okay? So again, this post says Dr. Simone's son Michael says after the argument, he did not speak with his mom for 3 weeks. The family is still good, and he got his new car, a Tesla. Now let me go continue.
No, see, now you done stirred up some shit. Now,
Don't do that.
My bad. That's now. But we good though. That's the moral. That's the moral. We are good, and we are a passionate family. So when y'all see us rah-rah go back and forth, those two people on my
we
screen,
rah-rah. We've been rah-rah for your entire life. We gonna be rah-rah. We that rah-rah family.
And that's what it is. On my screen, she's above me and he's on the right. They're passionate people. So they go back and forth, but they're strong-willed and they're smart. So that's why the back and forth gets animated. It gets a lot. But we good, bro. That's it. Guys, like, and this is what I've talked about with my mom, guys. This is what I talked about with my mom. Everyone's argued or had a disagreement. Law school, we gonna get it figured out. In case y'all are wondering, I don't drive disagreement with their mother. One, what our disagreement about is to be different because that's going to pertain to our family. One. Two, we happen to be on a reality TV show for you all to watch and feel obligated to give your opinion. And
we had a real moment on national TV.
And that was a genuine, and something me and my mom talked about. After that moment, me and my mom probably didn't talk for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That was a genuine argument that we had that we hadn't had before. And it happens. That's life. That's our family. I love my mom. We were just in New York having a blast. Having a blast.
And I wonder who paid for that New York trip. I'm pretty sure your mom did, obviously. I'm pretty sure you did have a blast on somebody else's dime.
Me and her, we were just in New York having a blast. So and we got, so everybody say what up to Miles. Miles kind of ducked in there in a heated, hot moment. What up, baby? Get you some love, Miles. Miles, get you some love, boy.
I'm not just like say that.
Or had a disagreement with their mother. One.
I'll just like say the comment, I don't speak. Well, they were in the middle of something, but got nothing to do with me. But love you.
Miles is funny, y'all. Miles is funny. As the longer we on the show, the more y'all gonna see it. That's a funny guy, bro. And he's involved in the family just like we're all involved in the family. We're 4 peas in a pod. Like, that's how it works. We all have our relationships with each other, and it makes our family go. So what y'all see, it don't matter, bro. We know what we got going on.
This ninja talk too darn much. Invest in law school for you? I don't think so, because I don't think you're serious, and that would be a pretty penny for your mom to pay for you to go to law school, and all you're probably going to do is go there and chase girls, okay, and fail out.
I'll just like say the comment, I don't speak. Well, they were in the middle of something, but got nothing to do with me. But love you.
Guys.
About in high school, right? I got the Jeep. Boom, Jeep was cool. But now we're starting to teeter towards Jeep not.
Okay. So for you parents out there, those damn kids be driving us crazy, okay? And let me see where I'm at. And Rose said, no, Sharon said, this is all a joke to him. He doesn't respect his mother at all. Exactly. And his dad is supposed to handle that shit. I mean, why even bother, being in a two-parent household when your husband is going to let your kids run all over you? Like, what are you even here for, Cecil? You bring nothing to the table. You can't even discipline the kids. And Rose said, now I see why Simone be so angry. Her boys are too much, especially the youngest one. Oh my God. That youngest son, he makes me want to slap his ass. Now the other one, he doesn't talk a lot. He's still a user, okay? He's still leeching off of his mom, but at least he's not all rah-rah about it. Like, again, entitled, okay? And bringing up what other people do for their kids. Like, your mom bought you a car. She's paying for your rent, and she also put you through college. Like, what do you want from your mom? When are you going to, pick up from where your mom left off and, take control of your life? Like, that's what she's waiting on her kids to do. She's done enough. And yes, Mama Bees, let's get to that $60,000. Mama B says Simone caused her own problems with those lazy kids, buying him a new car, letting him spend $60,000 in a year on a credit card is just ridiculous. Okay? He wouldn't even have a credit card that's associated with me. Okay? Not at all. If I'm paying the rent and if I'm doing all of that, that's it. And I bought your car. And then Rose said she needs to just stop giving him money and don't explain nothing. Exactly. Like, this is how it is. And I have grown sons, so this is what I do. Okay. I feel like you are not doing your kids any favors being an enabler. You are doing your kids a disservice, okay, by holding their hand, you know, paying their bills, doing whatever. Like you are enabling your kids, like you're setting them up for disaster because at some point they're going to have to become responsible. So you are not doing your kids any favors by paying all their bills. Let them earn their money to pay their bills. Okay? Because when you do that, they're going to think that they're going to always be able to lean on you to pay their bills. Hey, Cece, thank you so much for being here. And Sharon said, the little entitled brat got his way. He did. When I seen that, I was so pissed off because I was like, yes, yes, yes. I love to see moms putting their foot down when it comes to their kids because these kids will use your ass up until you leave this earth, okay? I ain't got time for that shit. And Connect. Hey, Connect, thank you so much for being here. And she said Cecil is the same way and stays drunk. Yeah, it's got his own little bar in the house. Like Cecil is living his best life on Simone's dime. Make that shit make sense. Dude, you don't even have a part-time job. You have nothing to speak on. You have nothing to bring to the table. So, yes, honey, if nothing else, Simone can get rid of that ninja and find somebody just who really does make her happy and somebody that brings some shit to the table. Them boys is grown. They're not her responsibility no more. Just imagine how much better Simone could be living if she got with another doctor. Okay? Like, I'm not telling her to cheat on her husband. I'm saying that it might be time for her to divorce her damn husband. Okay, and get her level, somebody who's ambitious, somebody who has goals, somebody who can teach their sons a thing or two, and to teach them to not be a leech. Okay, they're going to do what they see you're doing. If they see their mom taking care of you when you're supposed to be, you know, bringing funds into the home, then they're going to do the same thing. Even when they're married, they're going to think that it's okay for their woman or their wife to pay all the damn bills. The kids are always watching, even when you think that they're not watching. How are you going to explain this away, Cecil, when your sons are in a marriage and they start to do the same thing? What are you going to say? You know what they're going to say to you? Dad, you did it. And Cece said, I'm sorry. Rose said, Cecil just sitting there upset me so bad. Exactly. And Cece said, has anyone verified if Cecil has an active real estate license with any closings? The thing about that is, Cece, have you heard him talk about real estate in a long time? That's how I know he ain't got shit going on. When he was actively doing real estate or when he had his tech job before he got fired, he would talk about those things. Now we don't hear him talk about anything outside of this show. So that leads me to believe that the ninja ain't got no effing job. No job. And you wait till your kids are grown when they should be watching you level up as a man to choose to not want to work. You should be setting a good example for your sons. It's almost like Simone is a freaking single parent and you're right there in the house. Yeah, it's about that time. Cecil, you better read between the lines, baby, because your wife done told the world this is twice now that she wants a divorce. So I'm not sure if you're not paying attention, dude, You need to go get an effing job. Okay? Your wife done told you twice she wants a divorce. The next time, she gonna be filing those papers if she's not already in the process. You need to get your shit together. And on that note, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. Now, this next couple of weeks is going to be crazy. I really can't tell you guys how my schedule is going to be. I'm practicing what I preach by not really speaking a lot on what some of the things I got going on in my personal life. Okay? Because you never know who are in your bushes. Okay? So again, um, I will be going live over the next week, but I just don't know how often, when, and whatever the case may be, because I got some things planned or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to be really busy over this next week. So I will be going live when I can, but I can't promise anything because I need to break too sometimes, guys. And Cece said, I'll catch the replay since I came in late. I really do appreciate that. So, guys, if you did not like the video on your way in, please like the video on your way out. And if you just happen to be catching the replay, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you know each and every time I upload a video. And drop down in the comment section so that we can keep this conversation going. Thanks again for being here, and bye for now. See you, Sharon. And Paula says, just come when you can. You guys will be seeing a lot of me, maybe even more, because I will have some free time. I just haven't decided what I'm going to do with that free time. So I'm looking forward to a very good week over the next, say, 8 days. Okay. So I will be in and out. Um, so you guys will see me for sure. But anyway, guys, have a great rest of your day. Talk soon and bye for now.